Hello everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Now, if you know anything about my channel, then you know I do a lot of hair. I talk about a lot of hair. I do a lot of hair. So today's topic is going to be about how to choose the right salon or stylist for you. Because sometimes it's going to be very difficult to decide. And the salons of today are not quite like the salons I remember back in the day. So I got a few topics here that we can talk about. First, you need to think about your location. Okay? Location. The location of the salon is very important, because you have to ask yourself, do you even want to travel to where the salon is or where the stylist is? Most people, they like to stay in a salon area that's close to something else that they like to do. It just works out better that way. But some people are willing to make that drive for that particular stylist because that stylist is good at what she do or he do. This goes for barbershops too, okay? Barbershop salons, it's all the same. Think about the location, okay? Once you think about the location of where the salon is located, you can give them a try, whether you are familiar with the stylist or barber there or not. Just give them a try. Now do your research. Most people who choose a stylist or a barber is because maybe they seen somebody and that somebody said, oh, I go over to, they might mention the stylist name or they might mention the salon name. 9 times out of 10 it's because they saw something that they liked. They saw a hair color, a haircut, they saw an updo, they saw something that they like on somebody, and they was like, oh, where you get your hair done at? So do your research. Ask questions. You know, some people don't want to give out the information. Some people do not want to tell you where they get their hair done at. And that's just them. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because they don't know you like that, and they don't want to bring their stylist a bunch of clientele that might cause them problems later, or maybe their stylist is not accepting new clients. So do your research and put a check off on that. Let's talk about the style of hair you want. Everybody can't do everything, and that's just the truth. I try to make myself very diverse in the hair industry. I feel like I'm losing money if I can't perform a service that someone needs. So I try to make a point to be able to know a little bit of everything. But there's so many styles out there, so many procedures, hair color procedures, hair styling procedures, hair weave procedures. Everybody can't do everything. There's some things I just won't do, and there's some things that I'll do, but I don't want to do, but I'll do it. So think about that style. If this particular stylist focuses on a particular style and she's good at that style, and all her clients, I hate to say this, but start looking like an assembly line, you know who did your hair because everybody here looked the same. Just think about that. We'll check off the style. Now let's go to the price. Every stylist, every salon has a different price. Some prices are good, some prices are high, some prices are very reasonable. You can go to any type of salon, from a salon inside JCPenney's, a salon inside Walmart, a franchise, a booth rent, somebody's kitchen. It's all going to be a different price. if you go to somebody with a more reasonable price, the goal is don't treat them like you are way up here, but you paying prices way down there. So you want to, and they doing a good job. They just ain't charging you accordingly. When I run across that sometimes, I'm like, oh no, you really did this, And they be like, oh, well, it's only $60. I'm thinking like $60? Knowing that this should be well worth more than $60. So what I do in some cases like that, I just tip my stylist a little bit more because I know it was worth a little bit more. And it's probably only $60 because you're in a franchise situation and that's what's on the board. Okay? So tip the stylist accordingly for those higher prices, those high-end prices, those weaves, those extensions that might run you in the hundreds, some even thousands. Let's keep it real. The installs for the lace fronts, those are pretty expensive too because you're paying for the hair. Don't flip out because the price is this, but this is what you want. Okay? Believe it or not, if the stylist is worth it, she's licensed, he's licensed, they're doing a service, they're going to do a good job because you've seen they work in the past or on somebody else. Pay the price. Pay it. Pay it or move on to somebody else. Now, you might know Sally in her kitchen can do the same thing for a cheaper price, but Sally don't got her license. Go to Sally. Still give her a tip because it's worth a whole lot more. Sally on the come up. Sally trying to make some moves. Sally making some things happen. Probably why she maybe want to get her license, or this is her side hustle. So she's not charging as much. Let's just think about that, okay? Let's go with quality. We're going to go with quality work. If you go into a stylist, and I keep saying stylist, but this could be a barber too, okay? And every time you sit down in that chair, you're not getting what you asked for. Think about it. If they're giving you what they want you to have, if they're giving you a style that they want you to have, not what you showed them in the book, not what you showed them on your phone, you like, this don't look like the picture. And if it don't look like the picture, why should I pay for it? This ain't what I asked for. Or they turn you around so that you're not facing the mirror. I remember days like that. And then they whirl you around and you looking and you're like, this ain't what I asked for. Think about the quality of your work, okay? And some people get so upset, they don't want to pay the stylist. They also get upset to where they don't. I mean, I've seen fights before in the shop. I've seen it. It happened. Think about the quality. Let's talk about the quantity is next. Oh, well, Rita, how does the quantity have anything to do with it? Well, if your appointment at 9 o'clock, you look to your left, you look to your right, and there's other people in there too, and you're like, oh, girl, when's your appointment? Oh, my appointment's at 9 o'clock. When's your appointment? My appointment's at 9 o'clock. You got 3 people sitting here who's supposed to all be here at 9 o'clock. And you got to be there at 9 o'clock. Where the stylist at? Is she there? Is she shampooing somebody? No. She ain't even pulled up yet. Think about that. Quantity. The quantity of all these people coming so that she don't lose out on no money, which ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's something wrong with it if you value your time, okay? Your time is very important. And overbooking causes delays. You know, it causes delays. You have to think about that. Your time is precious to you. Your stylist should respect that. Now, if you in a barbershop situation and it's a walk-in only, you're going to sit down, you're going to be patient. Even if it's a stylist salon and it's walk-in only, you're going to be patient. But if you had an appointment and then 5 other people got the same appointment, unless she got an assistant able to help her get y'all in and out, it's going to be rough. And you're going to be sitting there for 5 hours for something that should take you less than 2. Think about that. Next, we're going to go with reputation. What type of reputation does this stylist or this barber have? I mean, back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember this or not. You know, I might be telling my age, but stylists used to smoke cigarettes right there in the salon. While they was doing your hair. And they used to do it. Also, stylist was known to leave when you go under the dryer. Is that a reputation that stylist has? Think about it. Think about the reputation that stylist has. And think about, is that something you want to deal with? That also falls into the next question. Professionalism. Now, me, I do try to strive myself on being a professional. You know what I'm saying? Now, I went to a really good beauty salon college. And actually, I went to 2 different locations. Okay, one location catered to more of people that look like me. And then the other location catered to people who did not look like me. But I was well-rounded, and it helped with my diversity. So, me being a professional, all I really had to do was think about what I didn't like when I used to go to the salon to get my hair done. I didn't like waiting. And I didn't like... Okay, I'm going to tell y'all. It's this thing the stylists do. They shampoo you. They put the conditioner in your hair. They put a cap on your head. And say you're getting a deep treatment. And they set you on a dryer for about 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Technically, what they're really doing is catching up on all these other clients that they have, trying to even the time out. Okay? To me, that's not professional. Okay? And then they're going to charge me for a deep treatment when I could have came with conditioner in my hair if that was the case. I didn't ask for a deep... Oh, girl, you need a deep conditioning treatment. Oh, yeah, your ends. Yeah, girl, you going to need one. It's a style tactic. Let's just keep it real. It is what it is. It's a style tactic. That's not professional to me. It's not professional to leave me under no dryer. It's not the professional to be... Every word that come out your mouth is a cuss word. It ain't professional to be eating and doing my hair and the chicken crumbs is falling all in my hair. That's not professional. Not at all. Nowadays, they will step outside and smoke a joint. Okay, they will. That's not professional. Come back in smelling like weed. Girl, I just had to take me a little break. You know what I mean? Not on my time. Not on my dime. You got to make a decision. Next topic, kids. Are the kids welcome in that salon? Some salons, there's no kids. Some salons, no kids unless they're getting a service. Some salons, no kids unless they're accompanied with a parent. It just depends. It just depends. Some salons have kid policies and they bring their own kids. The stylists bring their kids because they do. And their kids is pulling and tugging on them while you trying to get your hair done. Wasting your time. Let's keep it all the way around the board. That's something to think about when you choose your salon. When you're choosing a salon or a barbershop, ask that question. Ain't nothing wrong with having kids. Ain't nothing wrong with it. When I had my shops in different states, because I'm licensed, and then I was able to travel. Once you get your license, you're able to travel. I had a salon in quite a few places. Okay, I had one in Ohio, I had one in Georgia, and I have one here in Indiana. Well, I had one here in Indiana. So the thing about it is, the kid policy, I wasn't really tripping. But if the parent was not keeping these kids in check, yeah, I'm going to check the kids. I sure will. Because it was my salon. And I'm trying to be professional. Okay? So I'm going to need you to get your kids in order. Don't let them run around. Don't let them spin in their chairs. Come on now. Next one. Is it okay to switch stylists at the same salon? Think about it. Is it? I did it once, let me tell you. So what happened was, a friend of mine got her hair done by this particular stylist. This was in Ohio. I loved her hair. Her hair was banging. Girl, who did your hair? You know what I mean? Yeah, girl, I got you an appointment. We both can go when we get off work. Let's go get our hair done. Okay, yeah, we did. So, we get there. The stylist is not there. She done went and took her kids to a Martin Luther King parade. So we sitting there. And we sitting there. And we sitting there. And we sitting there. So another stylist come in. I look to the left, I look to the right. She ain't had nobody. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you free? Well, I explained to her, yeah, I'm here to see such and such. You know, she's supposed to do my hair. She ain't my stylist. This is my first time coming to her. You know, but I'm just trying to, you know, I got somewhere to be. And she ain't here yet. So she was like, well, okay. I'm in the shampoo boat. She shampooing me, you know. All of a sudden, I see this girl come over to the side of the boat. And she talking to this stylist that I asked to do my hair. She like, what's going on here? What's happening? So the stylist like, she told me to do her hair. You know what? It ain't that stylist's fault. And I'm not going to let her take the blame. And I'm not going to let her, no. So what I did was, I lifted my little head up out the bowl. Excuse me. Yeah, you were taking too long. And I had somewhere to be. So yeah, I had her do my hair. You know what I mean? She didn't ask to do my hair. I asked her to do my hair. It's my money. And this is where I'm going to spend it at today, because I got somewhere to go. But I thank you for booking my appointment. But I got to go. So my girlfriend over there, she's sitting. Tell me why that stylist that took her kids to go see Martin Luther King parade came in the door with 3 other people that she picked up. Those 3 other people were getting their hair done by her too. And she already had 2 people already sitting there. Please. Yeah. My girlfriend like, girl, you should have just waited. Wait for what? I ain't got to wait. This is my money, my time. Yeah, I switched stylists. And I defended the stylist that I chose to switch with. Now, don't get me wrong. I have seen cases to where a girl who goes to a particular girl all the time liked the style that another girl did. Now, I'm watching all this happen because I'm working in that same salon. And they had booths, those private rooms. So she politely plucked her up out that room and did her hair. And those 2 stylists got into it. I don't even know why. Because it ain't like, it's still the customer. The customer has the right to choose where they want to go and spend their money. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Is it okay to switch stylists? Stylists, y'all tell me. Is it okay to switch stylists in the same salon? Now, I have had people, you know, I got people who got several people. They go to me and they might go to somebody else for this and that. Ain't no big deal to me. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. All right. The next one is personal business. Is it okay to discuss your personal business at the salon? Think about it. Is it okay? I don't know. You tell me. We do it. The stylist is just like your therapist. So we ain't getting paid like the therapist. We ain't getting paid hourly. We know who went to jail. We know who had a baby. We know who got married. We know who cheating on who. We know who about to have a divorce. We know everything. That's because people are talking about their personal business. And I ain't gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it real. Some of the clients know a lot about the stylist too. They do. They know. So it happens. Networking. Is it okay to network? I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because being inside of a salon, you're going to brush up against a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life. Somebody might be in the policing. Somebody might be in the healthcare. Somebody might be an architect. All kind of walks of life. Somebody might be in the tech field. You never know. Somebody might be a handyman. Somebody might be in the real estate. Somebody might be in the car sales. Networking is a really good place for barber and beauty salons. Really good place. Now, should you sell items in a salon? Well, of course the salon gonna sell items. They're gonna sell shampoos, conditioners, maybe even some stuff they make on their own. They're gonna promote their items. I don't know. I'm about to bring y'all back in the day. Back in the day, they still might do this though. But back in the day, we used to have people coming to the salon with items for sale. And everybody who was getting their hair done or doing hair was buying those items. Some people call them boosters. I'm just saying. It used to happen. I don't know now. Maybe on the high-end salons, maybe they ain't coming in there like that. You know, they sell you anything from a pair of shoes to a bar of soap. Is that the environment you want to have? Some people do. Some people want to go to a shop. Girl, I hope they coming in today because I really need a new outfit for the night. You never know. And like I said, the higher end salons, they might not have those type of people coming in. But I tell you what, they got everything on that shelf for your hair and your needs for you to buy. So people do sell items. So that's something to think about. So we're going to do a little recap. Here we go. Think about what type of salon you're looking for. You might have to go to several salons to find the right one for you. Think about if that salon is a really good atmosphere, because you're not only there with that stylist, but you're there with other people and their clients too. Is it a nice, friendly atmosphere? Or is it a little shady? A little ghetto? Or a little rough? Or bougie? Think about the type of atmosphere you want to be in. You know? I get questions all the time about when I do hair. Honestly, I learned a long time ago. And this is just me. I don't overbook. My client's appointment is my client's appointment. When they walk through that door, they sitting in my chair. Am I losing money? Maybe. But that's okay. Because I'd rather that than be overbooked. Unless you choose to walk in on somebody else's time and you want to sit and wait. Other than that, your appointment is your appointment. So if you miss your appointment, what I do? What I do? You got to pay a fee. You got to pay a fee. Because your appointment was your appointment. And since you missed that appointment, I missed out on money and putting somebody else in that spot. So you're going to pay a fee. But technically, I normally don't have to pay that fee. My clients know, they like the fact that they can walk through the door and sit right down. They like that. So you got to think, I mean, there's a lot to think about. So I hope this video was able to help everybody. Please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments. I do respond back. Okay? I want y'all to take care. Cheers. Have a good evening. And remember, if you want to bounce around the shop till you figure it out, go right ahead. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you find somebody that do a really good job, cater to them. Stick with them. Because the longer you stick with them, the longer the more they'll know your hair and how you want to look and how you want your hair to be, and the texture of your hair and the health of your hair. The longer you with somebody, the more comfortable they will be, and they'll know what to do with your hair. Familiarity, you know? So think about that. All right. Cheers. Take care.